Well, welcome back into Studio 10, and we may be stringing you along this afternoon, but don't worry, it's for a good cause. We're talking all about fiber arts, and lucky for us, we're celebrating just about every kind this weekend at the 4th Annual Fiber to Fashion Festival. And here to piece it all together is the event organizer, Jessie. How are you this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Great. Thank you very much. Very happy this Monday, especially now that we have you here.
Thanks.
But before we dive into everything that is going on at this festival, tell me exactly what falls under fiber arts.
Sure. Anything that is made out of string, yarn, thread. So that's everything from a sweater to up through the fashion that you buy at the store. Somebody designed it, somebody manufactured it. So it really encompasses a lot more than people think that it does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And what makes these materials so unique in comparison to other kinds of fabrics that we possibly have in our closet?
Well, everything that we're going to highlight at the festival here is from mid-Michigan. So all of our vendors are from, I think we've got a few coming in from as far away as Detroit. Pretty much everybody is homegrown.
Okay, love that.
And so everything you're going to see wool from local sheep. We've got local shepherds here that are growing and actually making finished goods out of the wool from their sheep. So it's not just yarn. You don't have to be able to knit. We've got people manufacturing clothing, dyeing clothing, refashioning thrift store clothing.
That's awesome.
And then original artworks as well.
That's right. Yeah. And we're seeing actually a lot of that from the past few years on our screen right now.
Yep.
This is your 4th time doing this.
Our 4th time. Yep.
Yeah. So what's been a little bit different about planning and putting together this event this time around?
So we are the two businesses that sponsor it. Mine is called Seams Fabric, and then Woven Art Yarn Shop are the two sponsoring businesses, and so we use the street right in front of our business, but we have to schedule around East Lansing football game days, and so our date bumps around a little bit. But it's actually exciting for us because it's in September this year instead of October, so the weather is going to be great.
Exactly.
It's looking really beautiful.
Better time for sweater weather too, on top of that. Now, I want you to actually show our viewers again some of the fabric and some of what we have here of the fiber art. If you could show our viewers one more time.
So I think when people think of a fiber festival, they think maybe of spinning and knitting, and we are going to have some of that. So this is from a dyer dyeing all of their own wool. This is one that I actually purchased last year, and then I made yarn out of it, so you can see kind of like what happens.
Yes.
But we also have, as I said, we have finished goods. So this is another local Michigan shepherd who is actually taking her wool and then having it manufactured. So she sends this to a industrial knitting factory and has beautiful merino wool hats made out of Michigan wool. And then we have a woman coming up from Detroit who actually designs and sews and dyes new manufacture. I mean, she's manufacturing it. She's physically sewing these garments. So this is one of her skirts that I bought last year. But she also does all the dyeing and everything as well. Yeah.
How beautiful, especially that tie-dye that you said we'll get a chance to see. Tell us more again about some of those tutorials that we'll actually be able to get a hands-on look at.
Yep, so we're going to have some people with spinning wheels actually spinning yarn. If you've never seen that before, it's absolutely hypnotizing. And then we do natural dyeing demonstrations. So we do some dye with actually walnuts that we pick up right at East Lansing City Hall, which is right around the corner from us, like literally the day of the festival. And then I'm also going to do some indigo dyeing this year. So this is a piece, we did this at the East Lansing Art Festival earlier this year and invited people to come and dye with this really traditional plant dye.
Wow, so clearly you're going to have your hands very full this Saturday as we do this.
It's going to be great.
Awesome. Well, of course, take a look at your screen right here. Remember, you can all be a part of it this Saturday in East Lansing, and you can help yourself get ready for the fall season that'll eventually make its way here, and get yourself cozy and comfy with some of these different materials that we have. And of course, it all starts in East Lansing this Saturday at 10 a.m. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciated it, and I hope to see you all out on Grove Street in East Lansing this Saturday.
That's right. We'll see you there. And as we head into the week